Hi guys, and welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. So today we are going to have another Bitcoin on track watch party as yun nga, ito yung isa sa mga weekly videos natin with the Bitcoin price action as well as the whole state of the market. So with that being said, we are going to dive in with Bitcoin. We're going to also take a quick look with the macro scale, short term sa ibang coins such as Ethereum, and then we are going to look into any other altcoins na inyong isa-suggest. So papasdan natin yung mga iba't ibang altcoins na gusto nyong tingnan. And of course, if you find the content useful dito, please give this video a like and please subscribe for more as always, guys. So yeah, so how are you guys? I hope everyone is doing well, especially ngayon na medyo maulan, and yeah, stay safe kayo guys kasi alam ko malakas yung bagyo sa around the Mindanao and Visayas area. And ayun, siguro gusto ko pag-usapan muna kasi dito yung ating short-term price action. Kasi look at this. The Bitcoin price action is actually moving sideways, di ba? For quite a long time na actually. So, as you can see, we have been moving sideways and then nag-start na tayo actually mag-see ng breakdown. Pero di ba, sa video ko kahapon, sabi ko sa inyo guys kahapon, yung breakdown kahapon is walang sell volume indicating na walang nagsasell or it's unlikely na bababa to. So, look at that. We played that one. Nagkaroon tayo ng bounce. And diba, pinakita ko sa inyo kahapon na meron tayo nagpo-form ng panibagong support area which is ito, pag pinalot mo siya at in-extend mo yung support line niya, makita mo na nagkakaroon tayo ng support line dito kay Bitcoin sa movement na yan. So right now, we are actually forming a falling channel or actually descending channel or falling wedge. So you can see na that is a descending channel or a falling wedge. But nonetheless, you get the point na we are at a bleeding movement. But is that a bad thing? Well, I don't think so. Kasi look at that. Even though na nagde-decline yung price, the RSI is still increasing. So, if the RSI is increasing, that is an indicator na we might see a bullish trend reversal. So, ito na yung pinaka-inaabangan natin dito actually guys. Ilang araw na actually natin siya tinitingnan and yeah, sobrang tagal na niya. And this is actually somewhat a similar move na nakita natin dati. And the previous time na nakita natin yung ganyang movement was actually the time when Bitcoin was at the May capitulation. So, pakita ko kayo na isang example kung kailan ulit nangyaring ganitong movement. So, balikan natin yung chart na ating tiningnan dito. So, let's look at this siguro let's look at the daily time frame. And then, let's look back in time kung kailan tayo ulit nakita ng ganong movement. So, we actually saw that similar movement dito. So, as you can see, ayan, no? Noong nag-crash si Bitcoin noong May, after ng malaking dump, nagkaroon tayo ng consolidation, bleed, consolidation, bleed. Pero after that consolidation and bleeding, look at this. The RSI was increasing. That is an indicator na magkakaroon tayo ng trend reversal to the upside. And look at that, guys. We played that one out exactly. So right now, if you're going to look at the current Bitcoin data right now, we actually came off from a dump. So, meron tayong dump. And then after that dump, nagkaroon tayo ng consolidation, bleed, consolidation, bleed. So, I think we might see one more last na siguro isang consolidation dito. And then, yeah, I think this is going to be a bullish movement. Kasi yun nga, if you're going to look at the indicators, RSI is increasing too, similar with what we saw ng previous time. Yun yung ating nakita noon. So, I think we are going to see a bullish trend reversal dito with the Bitcoin price personally. So, if you're going to ask me, what's your sentiment with the market? Personally, I'm bullish talaga with the market. So, some people will say na it's going to break down further. Some people are going to say na we are going to see around 30k Bitcoin. Well, I personally don't think so. I think na this is the lowest point possible kasi on top of the previous historical data na nakita natin, another historical data na nagsasabi sa atin is actually this investment chart na ginawa natin. And as you can see, Bitcoin has never been below the 50-week MA whenever now we are in a bull market for the long term. So as you can see, look at our historical data. Every time na we are above this area, we are always bullish with the Bitcoin price action. So, ako personally, I'm still bullish. So, yeah, alam ko yung mga ibang tao na they're getting bored, they're getting disappointed with the Bitcoin price action. Pero take note guys, the people who are the winners dito sa market, the winners in the market are the ones who stuck in the bear market. So, remember, bull markets can make you money, but bear markets can make you rich. So right now, for the short term, siguro in the early time frame, you can see that we are in a bear market for the early. Pero looking at this in the daily as well as in the weekly, I don't think that this is a bear market. This is still a long-term bull market. It's just that we saw a major pullback in the bigger time frame. So ako personally, I'm still bullish, especially in the macro scale. It's just that in the very short term, we were bearish. And as you can see, meron na tayong dito movement dito na I think pwede maging pretty tight na ating movement dito with the Bitcoin price kasi look at that. That area is actually getting closer and closer. It's getting tighter and tighter and we might see somewhat of a move na anytime soon dito with the Bitcoin price. So right now, keep calm, hodl, and just buy the dip. Ako, personally, good buy pa din talaga. Lagi, ilang beses, hindi ko alam kung ilang beses sasabihin sa inyo guys, pero good buy pa rin talaga ang Bitcoin ngayon. Good buy pa din yung altcoins. It's just that inaabangan lang natin kung kailan tayo magkakaroon ng trend reversal. So, patience lang talaga. Similar nung nakita natin noong May capitulation. And look at that, guys. Kung naabutan nyo yung May capitulation, gano'ng katagal tayo nun? Kung titingnan mo, that actually took us around roughly 2 months kakaantay. So, nung Bitcoin May capitulation, 2 months yung ating consolidation. So, ito, nakita natin, I think this is just around roughly 3 weeks pa lang. So, if you have managed to stay and have patiently waited for the consolidation on 2 months, ito, yung nakikita nyo ngayon, this is just small numbers. This is just rookie numbers lang kung tutuusin. So, if I were you, just stick to the fundamentals, look at the bigger time frame, look at the data, look at the indicators, look at the historical movement, and take note na the market is always dependent on the indicators and the data and don't be fooled with the hype and foods FUD na nakita nyo with the market. So right now, I'm still bullish and it's just a matter of patience lang talaga, waiting game. So guys, if you find this video talaga helpful and if you want to support the channel and the things that I do, you can actually leave a donation dito sa ating YouTube channel. So actually dyan sa chat sa baba, meron tayong $sign. So if you want to donate dito sa ating channel, if you want to support the channel, you can click the $sign and then you can actually donate dito sa ating channel. So yeah, that is for the Bitcoin price as well as the whole crypto market sentiment. Ako, I'm personally still bullish. So yeah, yun yung ating minomonitor lang talaga dito. And as you can see, tinan mo, dito sa ating chat ngayon, 49% of us are bullish, 24% are bearish, 27% are expecting more consolidation. So that is for the Bitcoin price. And yeah, let's talk about other coins naman. So with that being said, we're going to dive in with different altcoins. So if you want to suggest any specific altcoin, you can actually comment them down below and then titignan natin sila isa-isa. So with that being said, let's look at the Bitcoin dominance first before diving into all altcoins. Kasi of course, the whole crypto market is highly dependent on the Bitcoin dominance fundamentals. Kasi of course, if let's say hindi healthy atin Bitcoin dominance, then I don't think altcoin is going to perform well. This is a very important thing na kailangan natin tingnan, which is yung ating Bitcoin dominance. So abangan lang natin siya magpakita. And then, ayan. So let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. So as you can see, let's try to zoom out. Yung ating previous na monitor, we were monitoring this falling channel forming in this movement in the daily. And as you can see, we are still inside the channel. But right now, this is what we need to monitor if we are going to get a bounce dito sa ating Bitcoin dominance. So remember, if the dominance is declining, that would indicate na altcoins is going to perform better. Pero, if the dominance is increasing, that would indicate na Bitcoin is performing better, altcoins are going to bleed. So, the reason why nagbe-bleed the altcoins no isang araw was because we saw that massive green movement to the upside. So, right now, this is what we need to monitor if we are going to break this. If we break this, then we are going to see a massive altcoin season. Pero if we get a bounce, then yeah, I think we are going to see Bitcoin season and altcoins are going to bleed. So right now, we have to monitor this if we are going to see a bounce dito. So that is for the Bitcoin dominance. And now let's talk about altcoins ngayon. And first things first, let's look at Ethereum. Of course, Ethereum is the king of altcoins. So if you want to check into any altcoins, always remember to check Ethereum first before diving in to any altcoins. So yeah, let's look at Ethereum and let's look at our chart. And as you can see, we are still following this falling wedge pa din namin na monitor. And andun pa din tayo, similar sentiment pa din with the Ethereum price action. As you can see, we are still playing within that area. Still no breakout. And we need to monitor if we are going to break the 4,000 US dollar area. Kasi I think right now, the 4,000 is a very strong resistance ngayon. Previously, 4,000 is actually acting as a support. Pero right now, it's going to act as a resistance. So right now, the Bitcoin price needs to break this 4,000 US dollar resistance in order for us to flip bullish. So right now, huddle muna. I think na magandang gawin is maging patient ka lang dito muna with the Ethereum price action and abang-abang lang talaga before you make any move. So right now, I don't expect a big move with Ethereum price action for the time being. So that is for the Ethereum price action. Now let's look into other coins na tinatanong ng mga iba dito. Also, I also want to talk about yung ating isa kong open na ngayon na long position. Naka-open pa din actually long position ko ngayon kay Bitcoin sa Bybit. And if you want to trade with the Bitcoin with the lowest fees possible, you can actually trade that with Bybit. You can actually trade that with Bingbon, BingX, kay Phoenix. As usual, you can find our sign-up codes in the description down below. And if you're going to sign up with my sign-up code, you can actually get bonus dito sa ating sign-up code dito sa ating mga platform. So sign up lang kayo guys if you want to claim bonus. And of course, di ba ang mahal kasi kay Binance if you're going to trade Bitcoin. I don't want to trade Bitcoin in Binance kasi ang OA ng fees nila. Kaya mas prefer ko dito sa sa Bybit if you are going to trade Bitcoin. Bybit, BingX, Phoenix. But yeah, so that is for my open long position ngayon. And yeah, let's talk about other coins ngayon. Let's look at dami nagko-comment ngayon. Let's look at Matic. Sige, let's look at Matic. And alam ko ang susunod kay Matic, Cardano na. So let's talk about Cardano after Matic. So looking at Matic, let's look at this in the 4R. Ito ba yung gamit natin na chart? Yeah, this is our chart. Matic USD. Let's use FTX. Oh no, let's use Binance chart na lang talaga. Binance chart. Binance US ba? Or Binance lang talaga. Binance USDT. So let's look at Matic and let's try to draw this movement. Siguro let's open our indicators first. We actually have a strong support at 200 moving average. So, and I think this is more of a consolidation dito. We are actually starting to form a resistance dyan. Pero I think ang magandang gawin dito ngayon is by creating a Fibonacci retracement. And you can actually see na ating resistance ngayon is actually the 618 ng ating Fibonacci retracement. So this is indicating na we are at a resistance level ngayon dito kay Matic. So right now, Matic is at a resistance level. We also have to look at the RSI. Ano ba sinasabi ng RSI? RSI is not yet overbought nor oversold in the 4-hour time frame, indicating na it's not yet a good time to buy nor sell. Looking at this in the hourly, I think it's too early to tell pa sa ngayon. Pero you could say na in the 4-hour time frame, in the early time frame, you could say na in the early time frame, we are starting to get this pataas yung ating price action, but the RSI is declining. So that is one thing na we need to watch out dito with the Matic price action if ever na we saw this movement, kasi this is traditionally a bearish movement to the downside. It's a bearish indicator. So right now, we have to monitor that for the Matic price action. Pero if we break this, ito around the 2.25 US dollars, na break natin yan, then I think ang next target natin dito kay Matic is the 2.4 US dollars. So right now, Matic needs to break the 2.25 US dollars in order for us to see a movement to the upside. So right now, yun yung ating Matic price action. We have a major support at the 2.15 US dollars. 2.15 is a strong support. 2.25 is a strong resistance. So right now, ating i-monitor dito. And guys, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation dito sa ating YouTube Super Chat by clicking the $sign down below. So if you want to support the channel, just click the $sign lang, guys. So yeah, that is dito sa Matic price action. Yeah, that is Matic. Let's talk about Cardano naman. Alam ko ito yung pinaka-inaabangan ng karamihan. Cardano. So right now for Cardano, similar with what we have been seeing with the Bitcoin price action as well as kay Ethereum, Cardano is now actually forming this descending triangle ngayon. So descending triangle or falling wedge or whatever na gusto nyo sabihin dyan, it's actually still the same support and resistance area forming. So right now, for Cardano, we have to monitor this if we are going to see a movement. So, ayan o. Oops, hindi yan. So as you can see, we have this movement dito kay Cardano. So if this breaks bullish, then ano yung magiging target natin? So if this breaks bullish, then our targets by getting the height of this Cardano price action, lagyan natin siya sa possible point of breakout. That could actually give us around the 1.53 US dollars, 1.5 US dollars. But if this breaks to the downside, then our target for Cardano is going to be more likely around the 0.96. Well, I don't think naabot pa tayo dun. I think that's very low. Pero yeah, at least meron tayong indicators ngayon dito. Pero looking at this in the weekly, let's try to use our MA chart dito kay Cardano. Let's use the MA chart for Cardano. So, ADA USD. ADA USD, and then let's look at the weekly. And then open natin yung ating mga... Ayan. So, right now for Cardano, I think we might consolidate pa talaga between the $1 area up until the 1.54. You can see na meron tayong support area dito around the $1 area. But we are now below the moving average, indicating that we now have a resistance forming. So right now, this is a resistance forming with the Cardano price action around the 1.5 US dollars up to 1.6. So I think kailangan monitor ngayon with the Cardano price action. And yeah, moving forward, it's too early to tell pa. And as you can see, no one is selling Cardano. If you're going to look at the ating volume indicator, the volume is indicating na no one is actually selling. So I don't think na it's a good thing to sell. It's actually just bleeding, similar with what we are seeing with the whole crypto market. It's relatively bleeding. So right now, I don't think na it's a good thing to sell. RSI is actually starting to get lower, indicating na pwedeng ma-reset yung ating RSI. So right now, Cardano is, I think, going to consolidate muna dito. I think it's more of a pahinga talaga siya. Kasi look at this, ang laki ng inakit natin kay Cardano within the past few months. Within the span of past few months lang talaga, we saw an 8,000% pump kay Cardano. So 8,000% is very big kung tutuusin. So I don't mind a very long consolidation dito with the Cardano price action kasi look at this. We saw a massive movement with Cardano. This one was actually around 1,000% pump within a span of 3 months. So if within the span of 3 months nakuha tayo ng ganong kalaking pump, then I don't think na itong sideways action natin ngayon is a bad thing. I think this is a good thing kasi remember, in order for us to see higher movements dito with the Cardano price action, we need to consolidate further. And we have been seeing that in multiple coins, and this is called actually a reaccumulation area. So a reaccumulation phase is somewhere na after a very long pump, magkakaroon tayo ng pahinga after a massive pump. So right now, I think this is just more of a pahinga talaga siya. Reaccumulation with the Cardano price action. So right now, I still have my Cardano pa din. And diba, remember, nag-take ako ng profits kay Cardano dito noong nag-peak tayo at around the $2.5. Nag-take ako ng profit doon. And then nag-re-enter ako actually ngayon around the 1.5 between 1.5 up until the 1.4. So doon ako ulit nag-re-enter ng Cardano. So right now, I think we have to expect more consolidation pa dito before we see any massive move with the Cardano price action. Looking at this in the RSI, still nag-oversold tayo. Ayun, nag-oversold. And we saw a massive buying opportunity dito nung nagde-decline siya. So I think we are going to see a pull paano ba yan? Yung opposite ng pullback, movement to the upside. So I think we might see that movement here kasi look at that. We saw, usually after ng isang biglang pagbaba, comes a reversal dito. So yun yung ating inabang kung kailan tayo magkakaroon ng reversal. But looking at this in the 4-hour time frame, I think this could be a possible sign kasi look at that. Meron tayong support and then RSI is currently increasing. So ating i-monitor dito with the Cardano price action. And abang-abang lang talaga tayo dito. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame and then ilagay lang natin sa ating swing trade chart yung ating Cardano analysis para pwede natin siya balikan next time. Okay, that is for the Cardano price action. And let's talk about other coins. Let's look at VChain. Sige, VChain daw. And guys, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation dito sa ating YouTube Super Chat by clicking the $ down below. So if you want to support the channel lang, guys. And right now for VChain, kasi diba, in general, altcoins is relatively bleeding against Bitcoin kasi of course, we saw a Bitcoin dominance na umakit siya ng paunti-unti. So that's why the whole market is relatively bleeding. Pero looking at the VChain price action, let's look at this. May nakita ako actually nagsabi na 11 cents daw siya bumili. Nalugi daw siya sa 11 cents. I don't think na that's lugi. Kasi look at this. Ang laki ng binagsak na ni VChain. 11 cents is actually a very low area na. So that's actually a good area na. So I don't think nalugi ka sa 11 cents. If I were you, just zoom out lang talaga. May mga iba kasi na tinitingnan nila na ano eh. Iniisip nila na after nila bumili tapos nag-decline na lang ilang percent, iniisip nila na kagad nalugi. Remember, paper loss pa lang yan. It's not actually a loss, not unless na binenta mo talaga. So, be patient lang talaga. Yun ang masasabi ko. Patience lang talaga ang game dito sa crypto. But yeah, looking at the VChain price action, you can see na yung ating previous support, yeah, this is actually still going to act as a support dito with the VChain price action. Pero yeah, right now I think we are at the lowest point. Bullish divergence is still forming dito with the VChain price action. Ayun, may bullish divergence pa din nag-form. Yeah, and then RSI resistance is still forming. So it's still too early to tell, pero right now we are still forming a bullish divergence with the Cardano price action. So yeah, bullish divergence forming, but I'm not expecting na a big move, not unless Bitcoin decides to make big move dito. So right now, wala pa tayong big move na pwedeng tingnan, not unless Bitcoin decides to make a big move. So yeah, that is for the VChain price action. So yeah, too early to tell pa. Pero right now, we are seeing bullish indicators across the whole crypto market, not only with the VChain price action, but for the Bitcoin price, Ethereum. So you can see, yun nga, we are at that similar area kung saan tayo nagkaroon ng bullish trend reversal dati kay Bitcoin noong May capitulation. So kung nakapag-abang kayo ng 2 months, itong 3 weeks na pag-aabang natin, napakaliit lang yan. Kung kinaya nyo yung 2 months na consolidation, itong 2 to 3 weeks na consolidation, rookie numbers lang yan sa inyo, guys. So be patient lang talaga dito sa ating price action dito with Bitcoin price action. Thanks, Darren, for the donation. And yeah, may suggestion ka ba TA? Just let me know if may suggested kayo. AVAX daw. Sige, let's look at AVAX. So, yung ating AVAX price action after playing this bearish divergence, after playing out this, ito nga, rising wedge, and rising wedge is a bearish pattern. We played that one out exactly. Ano ba yung nangyari dito with AVAX price action? So, looking at AVAX, as you can see, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na gusto natin makita with other coins. Magkaroon ng declining price, but the RSI is increasing. So, that's why we saw an AVAX movement to the upside. So, yun yung ating generally gusto makita dito with the Bitcoin price action. With the price action talaga. Wait lang, may tumatawag bigla. Wait lang guys ha. So yeah, balikan natin to. May tumatawag lang bigla. So yeah, let's talk about AVAX. And as you can see, AVAX is right now forming an increasing price, but the RSI is declining, indicating that is not a good thing to buy AVAX ngayon. That is actually a good time to sell AVAX. And as you can see, let's look at this in the hourly. Let's talk about this in the hourly. In the hourly, you can see now we are starting to form this. I think this is a rising wedge. So right now, we have a rising wedge forming with the AVAX price action. And traditionally, this is a bearish movement to the downside. So if this breaks to the downside, I think we can see a movement up until the 101 US dollars. But yeah, right now, increasing price, declining RSI, that is a signal for a bearish trend reversal. So that is what we have to monitor right now with the AVAX price action. If this breaks, then this is a good shorting opportunity. But yeah, right now, monitor na tayo guys dito with the AVAX price action. Now, let's look at other coins naman. And may nagsasabi SLP. Sige, we're going to dive in with SLP. Bebe time muna. Wala nga ang bebe time eh. Bigyan nyo ako nyan. Pero yeah, let's talk about SLP. Sige, let's look at SLP. And guys, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation dito sa ating YouTube Super Chat by clicking the $ sign down below. So, let's look at SLP price action ngayon. And yeah, let's talk about this movement. And as you can see, SLP is relatively bleeding. Pero if you're going to look at this, bleeding, but the RSI is currently increasing. I think at some point in time, we are going to see a bullish trend reversal dito with SLP na malaki. So right now, this is a good buying opportunity. This is a good time to enter Axie Infinity actually, if you're going to ask me. Kasi look at that. Movement is declining. RSI is increasing. We might see a bullish trend reversal. Pero ang resistance natin dito na kailangan tingnan is this red line, which is the 200 MA sa 4-hour time frame. So right now, if we saw a bullish movement dito at biglang nag-pump si SLP, then I think ang kailangan nyo tingnan is the 0.05 cents ngayon with the SLP price action. Kasi look at this, in historical data, after a bullish divergence, look at this. Let's look at this, guys. After this movement na nagkakaroon ng bleeding, ang ating nagiging support, ang nagiging target is actually this moving average. And yeah, gumagana pa din talaga yung ating mga analysis when it comes to RSI dito kay SLP. So right now, we have to monitor this one lang talaga. Tingnan nyo din to, guys. Nagkaroon din tayo ng previous movement din. Declining price, increasing RSI. We saw a movement with SLP pataas. So right now, yung ating monitor if we are going to see that movement. Pero I think ang magandang tingnan dito na magiging target natin for the SLP, yung pinakang technical target for this if this breaks bullish is actually around the 0.04 cents if this breaks bullish. So right now, yung ating titingnan with the SLP price action. And yeah. Are we going to see massive movement to the upside dito? Are we going to see this movement? I don't think so. Ang kailangan mo natin tingnan is this moving average around 0.048. Looking at this in the daily, let's talk about the daily time frame. Yeah, similar movement din siya. We have to look at yung kaninang line na pinakita ko. That is actually the similar resistance area din forming. And yun yung ating kailangan i-watch out if we are going to see a bullish trend reversal dito with SLP, then we have to watch that one out. So that is for the SLP price action. Hi, Master Tiger T. Pwede send direct GCash? Can send here, no account link. Thank you sa i-hit free. Yep, sure, you can send naman. Ilagay ko nila yung GCash ko dito sa baba. Tapos kayo na bahala kung gusto nyo mag-donate. 956. Ayan. If gusto nyo lang mag-donate, kayo na bahala sa GCash ko. Kaya na dyan. Pero yeah, let's talk about ibang coins naman. CRO. That's a good question, CRO. Let's talk about CRO. Pero guys, if you want to trade CRO, if you want to buy CRO, you can actually buy CRO in crypto.com. Kasi of course, CRO is the native token of crypto.com. And if you are going to stake CRO, you are actually going to get this beautiful metal Visa card kay CRO. Actually, meron na ako niyan. Pakita ko sa inyo. Dito ngayon. Ito yung aking metal Visa card. Actually, ilang araw ko na siya ginagamit. Ito. Pakita ko lang siya quickly. So, ito yung aking metal Visa card. Nagamit ko na siya actually sa Marugame. Saan pa ba? Nagmarugame ako ng isang araw. Watsons, Mercury Drugs, Food Panda. Ginamit ko siya sa Food Panda. Nagana naman siya. Saan pa ba? Actually, marami na. Coffee Bean, Starbucks. Ilang beses ko na nagagamit yung mga crypto profits ko with this Visa card. So, ayun o. Ang ganda ng Visa card. And if you want to claim this beautiful metal Visa card, you can actually get this by staking CRO dito sa crypto.com. And pag nag-stake ng CRO, you are actually going to get this beautiful metal Visa card. And on top of that, meron din kayong benefits with staking CRO. Kasi dito kay CRO, you can actually get cashback dito sa Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Airbnb, as well as mayroon din kayo access to airport lounges. So, yeah. Ganun kaganda to. Itong CRO Crypto.com Visa card. And as usual, if you want to claim bonus dito, so let's say, gusto nyo ng extra $50 upon sign up, you can actually use my sign-up code, which is Gabs Crypto, na you can find that in the description down below. Pero yun nga, sobrang sulit niya, sobrang ganda, gamit na gamit ko siya. Lagi ko ginagamit. So if you want to get this beautiful metal Visa card, just sign up with my sign-up code, Gabs Crypto, and then you can find this in the description down below then, guys. But yeah, let's talk about CRO. Napaka-good question yung CRO. So CRO, thanks James Marion for the donation. Magkano po need is-stake para magkaroon ng card? 20,000 pesos. In equivalent to Philippine peso, 20,000. Pero that's a good thing kasi if you're going to compare this with BPI na investment account, na high interest savings account, yung sa BPI, abutin ka, minimum is around 30,000 or 50,000 or 100,000. Kay, wala ka pang Visa card nun kung kukuha ka ng high interest savings account kay BPI and BDO. Dito kay Crypto.com, 20,000 na nga lang, meron ka pang Visa card. So, mas prefer ko talaga sa Crypto.com kaysa dun sa ibang token. But yeah, let's talk about CRO quickly. I think that we are using FTX chart. So right now, similar with our previous analysis, we were expecting more consolidation dito kay CRO. But as you can see right now, we are now starting to form this resistance. And support, we are starting also to form a support dito. So we are at a falling channel ngayon. So this is actually the best time to stake. Remember, the best time to stake is whenever we are in a movement to the downside or we are consolidating. So right now, that is yung ating nakita dito with CRO, but we have a massive support around the 52 cents. So right now, I think we are at a very good buying opportunity with the CRO price action. So if you want to stake CRO, I think now is one of the best time to stake CRO. Boss, may video ka ba tungkol sa scalping? Meron actually. You can actually check my Gab's Crypto 101 playlist. So to find that, you can actually go to youtube.com. Just type in. I-type in nyo lang Gab's Crypto 101. Lahat ng mga lessons, lahat ng mga tutorial videos natin, meron na actually lahat, guys. Kailangan nyo lang siya tingnan dito sa ating channel. Meron features and leverage tutorial, para anong technical indicators ko, learn how to trade with support and resistances, moving averages tutorial, trading with RSI, trading with MACD, trading patterns, and different strategies such as Fibonacci retracement. And yeah, so super dami na pwede natin gawin. Ang dami kong tutorial videos, tingnan nyo. Kasama na din dito yung Visa card, and yeah, cash in and futures tutorial with Bybit, and yeah, different uses of indicators. So if you want to learn those things, you can actually check this playlist. You can find the description down below. But yeah, that is for the CRO price action. Ilang araw bago dumating yung card, Sir Gab? So yung card ko, nag-apply ako ng Crypto.com Visa card. I think second to the last week ng November. Third week ng November ako nag-stake. And then nag-ship siya. Dumating yung card ko December 6 kasi nag-ship siya December 3. And then after nun, 3 days yung delivery time niya. Dumating siya December 6. Super bilis niya lang actually. Hindi ko na-expect na mabilis siya. So yeah, okay naman si Crypto.com Visa card. LTC, Litecoin po, descending triangle, breakout na po ba? Sige, let's look at Litecoin. Parang wala naman nakikita dito. Wala namang breakout na nangyayari for me. But yeah, let's talk about Litecoin for a bit. So similar with what we were seeing across the whole crypto market, we are starting to form this falling wedge, falling channel or falling wedge, or kung ano man yung gusto nyong sabihin dyan. You can see now we are still playing this support and resistance with the Litecoin price action similar to any other coins. And on top of that, we are starting to see that similar bullish divergence forming na nakikita natin across all coins. So right now, we have a lot of bullish indicators across the whole crypto market, not only with Litecoin but across talaga. It's just a matter of time kung kailan lang tayo makita ng bullish trend reversal. Patience lang talaga dito. So Litecoin wala pang breakout. Consolidating pa din tayo dito. Sir, parinig naman kung gano'ng kalutong ang metal card. Paano ko ba siya Siguro may baso ako dito. Ito. Para marinig yung niya, yung bakal niya. Literal na bakal siya. 'Di ba? Naririnig nyo? Diba, narinig nyo ba siya? Literal na bakal. And then, pag yung normal card lang, ito isang normal card. Medyo iba yung tunog niya, matinik. Pero ito, medyo mabigat. So, gawa siya sa platinum ito. Platinum yung gawa ng card. Sir, may video ka ba how to trade sa spot wallet? Pwede mo din actually gamitin to, yung Gabs Crypto 101. This is also the same thing. Pwede mo siya gamitin both in spot trading, pwede mo siya gamitin sa futures. So yeah, all in one na talaga to. So tingnan nyo na lang siya, guys. Now let's look at other coins. Solana. Sige, let's talk about Solana for a bit. And guys, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation by clicking the $sign down below. So yeah, if you find this video useful talaga, just click the $sign lang. Thanks, Adeline Chu. Actually, may na-receive ako ngayon. Thanks, Adeline, for the donation. Highly appreciate that. But yeah, let's talk about Solana. And right now, Solana is actually starting to increase. So yeah, I think this can still continue to the upside. But right now, this is what we are now forming with the Solana price action. We are now starting to form this rising wedge. So yeah, we might play this one movement to the upside pa din. But take note, rising wedge is a bearish pattern to the downside. It usually tends to break to the downside. So right now, you have to watch out for that movement. But yeah, right now we can still increase pa din with the Solana price action. I think around $196 is our ideal target for the time being. But on top of that, we also have a resistance forming with the Solana price action. As you can see, if you're going to plot this movement na yan, I know we now have a clear resistance forming with the Solana price action. So right now, you have to watch that one out if we are going to break or we are going to get resisted with this resistance area forming with the Solana price action. So yeah, that is for Solana. Yeah, let's look at other coins. XEC. Sige, let's look at XEC. So for XEC, I think similar. Hindi ko actually alam ano tong coin na to. But as you can see, similar din siya with the Bitcoin price action. Declining siya. Declining price, but the RSI is increasing, indicating we might see, hindi yan. We might see a bullish trend reversal anytime soon in the future. So it's just a matter of time on when are we going to see that bullish trend reversal. So kita nyo, same yung sentiment ng buong crypto market talaga. It's just a matter of time kung when are we going to see that trend reversal. Axis daw. Axie Infinity. Sige, let's talk about Axie Infinity. So, Axie Infinity, we are still playing within that falling wedge. Yung ating previous analysis, it's still playing out exactly pa din. So, yeah, right now, we still don't have any breakout yet. So, we have to monitor if we are going to see a breakout anytime soon. Pero right now, wala pa. But as you can see, we are starting to form this bullish divergence. And traditionally, bullish divergence is a bullish trend reversal to the upside. So, it's just a matter of time on when are we going to see that. And our target is more likely going to be around the $116. So, right now, we have to watch $116 as our target for Axie Infinity. So, right now, wala pa tayong breakout. So, let's look at other coins. GALA. Sige, let's look at GALA USD. So, ating previous analysis, nag-play out siya. So, ating previous analysis, we were seeing this rising wedge or rising channel. Pero if nag-break siya to the downside, then ang magiging target natin is this bottom. And look at that, we played that one out. And I think we are going to expect more consolidation with the GALA price action. Wala pa tayong Fibonacci. So, let's plot a Fibonacci retracement. So, right now, we have a resistance forming at the 47 cents area. So, yeah, I don't expect much move yet for GALA. But, what you can say right now is we have a support and resistance forming with the GALA price action. I know my support. And then we also have a resistance dito. So I think we expect more consolidation with the GALA price action pa muna. And yan. So that is for the GALA price action. Mana. Sige, let's look at Mana. And guys, if you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation by clicking the $ down below. So for Mana, as you can see, ating previous analysis is still playing out. Meron tayong strong support at the $3 area. And look at that, we got that strong bounce. Pero yeah, right, we still have a resistance around the 3.82 US dollars. Pero zooming in, let's try to look at this in the hourly. In the hourly, meron tayong increasing price, but the RSI is declining. So we might see a bearish trend reversal to the downside for the very short term lang. But yeah, yun ating very short term sentiment dito with the Mana price action. RSI is increasing. RSI is declining pala. But yeah, you can see na we also have this ascending channel forming. So that is one thing that you can monitor din dito with the Mana price action. Thanks again, James Marian, for the donation. I highly appreciate that. BNB. Sige, let's talk about BNB. O nga, no? Tagal natin hindi napag-usapan si BNB. So, BNB actually tried to break out. Pero, I don't think na meron tayong buy volume. Let's look at the volume. Walang buy volume. So, I think we are going to consolidate dito further with BNB. Pero I personally think BNB is actually a good investment for the long term kasi of course, it's a large cap coin and we all know large cap coins are a good investment talaga. So as you can see, ating previous analysis kay BNB, diba? We have this massive support and resistance areas na we have been monitoring. So right now, we are at that similar support area. So I think we are going to see a bounce dito kay BNB. It's just a matter of time on when are we going to see that bounce. So that is for the BNB price action. And siguro last few TAs na lang kasi I have to go then in a bit. Hinahanap ako ng mga kaibigan ko and it's actually Christmas. So yeah, sana guys mag-enjoy kayo this Christmas and stay tuned kayo guys pala in the coming days. This Christmas week, meron tayong crypto giveaway. So abang-abangan niyo yun guys. I-announce ko yung crypto giveaway tomorrow. So kayo yung mga nanonood ng live ngayon, kayo unang makakaalam ng ating crypto giveaway. So yeah, abang-abang lang yung ating crypto giveaway. Kukuha tayo ng I'm not sure, I think 15 winners for our crypto giveaway. And yeah, i-credit natin siya sa inyong account. So tomorrow, I'll let you know yung ating mga details kung ano yung makuha, paano nyo makuha yung ating crypto giveaway and paano kayo sumali. So yeah, that is for BNB. And yeah, hopefully ma-enjoy yung holidays ahead. Let's take a quick look with the Bitcoin price action before we end the live. Kasi hinahanap ako ng mga friends ko. So as you can see, ayan o. We're still playing within that area and I think we are still going to expect more consolidation with the Bitcoin price action. So we have a resistance dito forming. So remember, patience lang talaga dito kay Bitcoin price. It's just a matter of time on when we are going to see that breakout kasi of course this similar area kung saan tayo nagkakaroon ng consolidation after this massive dump was also the similar area kung saan tayo nagkaroon ng consolidation noong huling Bitcoin capitulation. So just give you a quick review sa ating sinabi kanina. Let's look at the historical data. And let's just do a quick comparison para sa sinasabi ko kanina. BTC USD. And then let's look at the daily. So ito oh. So ito yung sinasabi ko previously. After that capitulation, we saw this consolidation. But the RSI is increasing, indicating now we are going to see a bullish trend reversal. So right now, the Bitcoin price is at that similar area wherein we saw a capitulation and then a consolidation. So right now, it's just a matter of time on when we are going to see this bullish trend reversal. So yun muna update natin for today guys. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. If you want to support the channel, you can actually leave a donation by clicking the $ down below. If you want to claim bonus with our different trading platform, you can actually check the description down below. Marami tayong bonus across different platforms, especially with our affiliates. If you want to stake crypto.com and if you want to get this beautiful metal Visa card, just use my sign up code and then you can actually get up to $50 bonus with crypto.com if you're going to sign up with my sign up code and sign up link. And as usual, if you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye-bye for now. I'll see you guys soon. And yeah, Merry Christmas.